Ready?
DK, how did you win? DK, woo!
What if Deku was a battle junkie? Part 1. Hold up, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's gonna fall. What if Deku was a battle junkie? Part 1. So, I'm gonna pretty much start this off with your boy Deku not having a quirk, obviously. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm gonna have it to where he has normal attributes without actually having a quirk factor per se. So it's gonna be more of a natural human thing within the world of My Hero. Okay, and I actually do have a workaround for him having a quirk, not quirk type thing, but that'll make more sense when we get deeper into the video. So basically, Deku's like a clean 4. Realize he don't got a quirk. People be like, well, it's okay. Maybe he could be a police officer and all this stuff. Bakugo do start trying to act funny with Deku, but Deku's just like built different, okay? He's just like on a different wavelength compared to most people, bro. Like his brain is just hardwired different, right? And Bakugo tries to, like swing on bro, right? They like still little jits, like still little homies and stuff, right? And Deku gets his shit rocked, right? Like he getting beat on a little bit, right? Because bro's throwing tiny explosions at him. Kind of makes sense, all right? So, with that being said, Bakugo's like, yeah, now you know your place. But Bakugo sees something. Deku's eyes are like, this is anime type shit. No power or anything's being exhibited right now. But Deku's eyes start to have like a really strong green tint to them, and he's smiling. He's like, yes, yeah. His blood's pumping, his heart's going, everything. He's like, yeah, this is what I needed. And he takes like a fighting stance, because like obviously Kid Deku, he watched All Might and stuff, but that was too unrealistic, right? So he watches, like, we're saying like 6 or 7, somewhere around there, right? He watches All Might and stuff, so he knows other people and seen kicks and punches, so he has an idea of like how that stuff's supposed to work, right? So bro says, yeah, that's all you got, bro? Run it. Bro just starts booking it to him. They're kids, so it's like this is levels out for them. So Bakugo's like, wait, what? And Deku just They just start throwing good hands on him, bro. Just hitting him on him. Meek. Now I'm not done yet. Jumps up and just kicks him on both legs, bro. Bakugo's and then Bakugo's pride and stuff and shit like that, right? He's like, nah. I'm not gonna lose it. Someone that's quirkless. Die, bastard. And then he just and then Deku's just like, no. Starts just taking all these explosions. Bakugo's just like, die. And just more. Just explosions after explosions after explosions after explosion. More. And then Bakugo, for the first time, actually hit his limit to where, like, he could feel the, like, recoil of his quirk. And he's like, you should know your place, you quirkless wannabe. And then Deku just comes out of the smoke, bro, with like his shit all battle damage and shit, and just walks up to bro and just looks at him and says, yeah, I do know my place. I'm and he just looks bro in the eyes. I'm quirkless. And then he like just and I mean, it's just that straight impact to his face. Bakugo like, huh? And he just just combo. It's on some shit like this, bro. It's just meek. Hold him still. He don't even fool. He meek, and then just ended with a mean kick to the noggin, right? And bro just beats on him, bro, and said, yeah. Put bro in the hospital, like, really, not really, right? He said, yeah. You know, Deku bleeding like a motherfucker, right? So Deku head back home, right? He like, that was kind of smooth. That was kind of smooth for real. He said, yeah. He said that shit did hurt a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to increase my endurance. He plotting, he's scheming on what he gotta do, right? And we gonna do this like always. Like, I'm gonna have bro train up. Like, I wanted that to be included because that's kind of important for what's gonna happen, you know, in the future videos. So bro did that shit and he went home. He started packing some stuff, bro. Took a couple of, you know, knives out of the kitchen. I'll say he might even steal some shit as he's heading out. And he tells his mom, like, I'm gonna be back in a couple years. And you know, his mom's like, wait, what? He's like, I'll be back in a couple of years. And she's like, honey, what's wrong? He said, Mom, listen, I'm quirkless. I'm not gonna get an edge over nobody being like I am now. So I'm gonna have to go out there, throw some hands with some really strong people, try not to die, and then I'll see what I'm able to do. And she's like, no, honey, no. What are you talking about? You're 7 years old. You can't be going out there. What if something bad happens to you? That's kind of the point. Think about it like this, Mom. And she's like, you don't got money. You broke, okay? I mean, like, you're real broke. Like, we real broke. Like, this not the good side of the neighborhood. We not as bad off as some. And yeah, the dad sends money. Never seen the guy, but he sent money. He probably left because I was quirkless. I'm calling it. I'm betting it is. But let's be realistic, right? You don't got extra money for me to go to karate classes and me to get some proper tutelage from the right people. And let's be honest, when they find out, oh, he's quirkless, are they really gonna help me? No, mother, because we've tried that already. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do some training my darn self, try to see if I can find some legit mentor that's not gonna judge because I'm quirkless and all this type of stuff. Because think about it, look at me, woman. He's not really yelling, but like, it's that energy that's being portrayed. He's like, look at me, dog. Okay then, like, this is just from someone that's my age. I won the fight, but that's just because I did more training than that person. I got lucky. So what am I really gonna do? Because there's no one out here. There's no heroes. We don't got any connection. There's nothing. And to be fair, even if I had a quirk like yours, I could at least use that. But I don't got a quirk. I got to make my own path if I want to become an actual hero. I'm not gonna be able to do it by these normal means, Mom. I'm trying to tell you. And then she's just like, Itsuku, come on, please. And Deku says, see, I thought this would happen. And I may go to jail for this. I kind of doubt it, but yeah. The medicine you wanted me to give you, I gave it to you. She's like, what are you talking about? You put it on the counter. Yes, I know. You put it on the countertop. I took my medicine. You got it from me. Yeah, but yeah, about that coffee though. And she's like, what are you? As everything starts going woozy. It's just like, no, Deku, you didn't. And then like as she's like falling, where he catches her, and he's like, she's like, come on, baby, please don't leave. And he's like, Mom, don't go looking for me because you won't find me. I'll be back. If I don't die, that is. I promise. And then bro leaves. Now, don't get me wrong, I realistically don't see him leaving, but this is the best way I could do for the story for what I need him to go through. So I think he would just be like, yeah, I'm leaving. I gotta go train because Bakugo almost beat me. I barely survived that, and that's just like a low-level threat. His quirk is amazing and all, but what am I gonna do to villains that have been villains longer than I've been alive? With what? Just my fist? I'm gonna hope I get lucky and hit him. Bro said, no, I'm not doing it. And then a few days passed later, and as not too surprisingly expected, she's looking for her son. Deku's like on a rooftop just thinking like, I said all that, but what do I do? I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to train. And then he proceeds to just sit down and think. What can I do? And he starts thinking about what skills do he possess as of right now. His intelligence and his quirk analysis are going fairly well because he's able to see. He's going through all this type of stuff, right? And that's where we'll leave it off, where Deku's on the rooftop thinking. Don't want to make this video too long. Ready?
DK, how do you win? DK, woo!
Part 2 to What If Deku had, What If Deku was a battle junkie. We gotta remake it, so it's a remake. But basically, we left off with Deku on the top of the roof thinking like, what can I do? How can I achieve, a higher status of power? How can I, what can I do to really like level up? Like, what can I really do? And Deku's just sitting there plotting, sitting there thinking like, what can I do? And then he starts thinking about how good his intelligence is. And then, so what he starts doing is he starts working on the fundamentals, right? He did some light research. He went to like a cafe or internet cafe. Did a lot of basic research to understand foundations and with martial arts and all this other stuff. Well, long story short, he started looking up a lot of the stuff that most people do today, but it's like outdated because of like, I'm just gonna say that My Hero's like in the future or something. So now we have it to where Deku's like looking up this different foundations, and then with that basic knowledge, he starts trying to see like forests and stuff, and he goes to one of the more dangerous forests, right? And he says, all right, 3 years. I'll spend 3 years here. That should be more than enough. So Deku goes into there, right? And he starts doing basic training. He starts learning how to survive, basically how to keep up his mental while still sleeping, how to do basic exercise, calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, all this basic stuff. But he's also making sure that he's working on his legs, but he's also making sure that he's in a certain type of environment to increase his gains, because he's in a weird environment. He's also growing. He's learning how to move and navigate. He's dealing with different types of animals and stuff, and some animals do have quirks. He eventually lost the kitchen knives and other things that he's gotten, but he's able to make some more. He uses all sorts of different types of weapons and stuff like this, but the simplest one for him to make would be like a bow staff. Come on, where do y'all think I was going with it? But I'm not gonna have a bow staff as his main weapon. It's just a weapon that he's proficient in using because it's easier to make. But his main weapon is gonna be his fist and his whole body. But he's using the bow staff because he's like, I know I'm not there yet. But like throughout most of the time, he's literally dedicating 3 years of his life just to solely getting some type of foundation to be able to fight in general. And what he's really doing is just making sure his body's able to perform things. He's stretching, he's training, he's eating, he's just doing all these different little things while working on his body, and he's figuring it out as he goes. But he also did do a good plethora of research on a lot of different things, so it's like unjustified but justified. It's just kind of like he has like an instinct for these things. That's where the justification would come into play for it. And as soon as he stepped in, he came out with the swiftness, bro. He came out, bro, basically damn near almost conquered the place. He's 10 years old. He's got a fairly nice physique overall. He's got some good definition. He's got some good overall muscles, right? And he's also got not a beard, because the kid can't have a beard, but his hair is longer. His eyes have a different like roughness to him. And he's like, okay, so I have a foundation. Now I need to spend the next 3 to 4 years actually fighting people with intelligence, because Deku thought about it. He was able to outsmart the enemies and stuff, but what if he's fighting someone that has intelligence and a quirk and all these other factors and stuff? So Deku's like sitting there pondering to himself like, okay, what can I do now? Like what's the next step in this journey? Like, how can I really evolve or like, really evolve myself? So Deku just sits there and meditates for like a clean, solid month, give or take, and he's just meditating, not moving an inch, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, getting more familiarized with the natural life in the area. And he also did this in the most dangerous area while also exuding out some type of killing intent or like hostile intent to prevent people from, or preventing animals from getting to him. And he's thinking of like every possible like type of scheme or thing that he can do because he has nothing to really work with, right? And so Deku decides, you know what? I'm not a hero. I'm just some random kid. So what I'll end up doing, right, is I'll end up, I'll go fight in some like underground type things. He started thinking about villains, heroes, and all this stuff, but then he came to one good realization. I can go somewhere where the villains would be at. I don't need to fight a villain, but I know they got some underground tournaments because there's some junkies out there, some killers, some this. Because he even remember hearing like a while ago there was some type of villain that had some type of weird quirk with his muscles or something. And he killed 2 people, and then they was able to get a statement as he was running away, but it was really weird. But he says, "I like killing just to kill sakes," or something like that. And Deku said, "Yes, that's perfect. I'll do that." And so Deku basically goes and starts like, you know, looking around, trying to find places and stuff. After, you know, eating the last of his dry jerky of some type of snake or some type of animal, he's like, okay, so what do I do now? Bro's like, what do I do now? Because, this is good and all, but, I'm out of food and I don't have money. And the outfit that he's got on probably would be like some type of like bear-like outfit or bear-ish clothing. And he's like, okay, what would I do now? It looks fairly cold. I'm not gonna hold you. He's like, okay, I got no money. Well, it looks like I'm just gonna have to fast for a couple of days. As he's thinking about himself, like kind of like internally crying about it. Like, oh, come on. And then luckily enough, he ends up stumbling upon the right areas and meets up with certain people. And these people hate quirkless people. And he's quirkless. And they're just like, who are you? Like, hey, kid, you shouldn't be in this area at this time. And this, and that. And he's like, hey, don't worry about me. Do any of y'all know about insert random name of tournament or something here? And they're like, nah, and what if we did, kid? What you need to know all that information for? He's like, hey, I want to join. They say, all right, yeah. What's your quirk? Let's see if he even... And Deku smiles. I don't have a quirk. And then they all get like dead serious. Oh, you don't, you say. They all look at each other, thinking, hey, this would be a good warm-up match for insert random person here. So yeah, we'll do it. So basically, they get all their like troops, commanders, and all this stuff and organized. Not troops and commanders, but they get all this stuff organized. And Deku's like, basically like, all right. You see him with like his like raps or whatever. And Deku's like wondering, you know, like, whew, nice. And he's wondering like, I wonder who I'm gonna be fighting in. Like he's like in like some rundown room, and like the dude in the other room's looking all crisp and clean. And he's just like, so you telling me I'm fighting a quirkless kid? I really don't think that's fair. Did you tell him we allowed weapons? Yeah, but he was determined. He said he don't need no weapons. He said, very well then, I'll enjoy crushing this kid. And so they both respectively walk into the ring, and then Deku's just like, you know, looking, and the dude's just looking down on him. Imagine some type of random blonde anime character. The dude's just looking down on him like, I'm gonna enjoy this. And Deku's just like, yeah. So whoever wins this match gets to fight in the next match, right? He said, yeah, I'll be fighting in the next match. That would be if you were winning. Bro gets livid, and he's like, I'm gonna cut you into so many pieces, you'll wish you were dead. And then Deku says, hey, don't get too excited. As the ref says, fight! And it's like a underground, kind of like a shabby looking place, but it's like, it looks shabby in the background, but surprisingly, like in the center, it's actually clean. So it's like really weird, right? And so you got different like mob heads and different like boss of like different types of organizations that are like watching this kid. And I'm gonna say that I think we're just gonna have the regular face Deku. Like, he's not gonna hide his stuff, right? So the fight commences, right, bro? And bro starts injecting like blades of metal out of like his body and stuff, and then just comes at Deku, and then Deku just dodges. He just and bro's just doing these slices. It's not sloppy, it's not nothing, it's just sliced nice and crisp, right? And bro just like and then Deku's just thinking like, huh, this is kind of like when I fought the bear, but and then bro kicks him and Deku just he's like, but this dude, and then dude's like, gotcha, you're wide open. He said he's strong, but and then like the second Deku's foot touched the ground, he touches and you just hear the skirt, and he pivots, kicks, jumps up, and then like and then as he's still jumping, he hits the punch, grabs bro's shoulder, and then just comes in with a swinging flying knee and just and then Deku would just fall back, and he's just like, huh, I got a hit, but as blood is splattering out everywhere, and then you can just see multiple tiny like metal needles or like tiny bits of metal poking out, and Deku falls as he's falling back. Ugh. But bro, I don't think it did much damage. And that's where we'd end this part off. Ready?
DK, have your way. DK, woo!
Part 3 to what if Deku had a what if Deku was a battle junkie. So we pretty much left off with Deku in a fight, right? Bro hit him on a clean, smooth little knee, right? Right to the noggin, right to the nose area, right? And the dude's laughing. He's like, oh, that was a close call, kid. As like the blades start like poking out a little bit, and then bro grabs them. Because if you full on hit me with that kick, that leg of yours wouldn't be in working condition. And Deku's just like, damn. And he's like, even after my iron bone training, you know, strengthened up his bones, strengthened up his skin and stuff, he's like, even that wasn't good enough. Ugh. Shit, it probably was half-assed or something. I knew I wasn't doing it right, but damn, I almost lost my leg there. I gotta be careful. And then bro pulls up on Deku and just start throwing these little like shards of metal. Just they're almost like thick needles. And Deku's like, oh shit, and starts rolling. Just me. Damn it, I gotta be careful. He's like, dude, Blade pulls up right in front of him and just says, what's wrong, kid? You lost in thought or trapped in fear? Blade slice. And then like as he slices, multiple other mini blades from that one blade comes out, and then Deku's just like, oh, he does like this weird like weave back step, X pivot, jump up, and then like it almost looks like bro floated, and then like he jumps and flips on top of the cage, bounces, raw ones, backs up. Like bro, he did a lot of movement in 1 second, and then he just like he's like, damn, this dude is tough. Whew. He's like, what's wrong? And then bro just started like sharpening his blades, bro. Just sing. And then they kind of like curved to and everything. He's just like, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're scared. And bro said, no, the green glow happens. I'm just getting a little excited, that's all. He said, oh yeah, there we go. That's how you know it's a real fight. When the heart's pumping, the blood in your mouth. Oh yes, I could feel it now. He said, let's give it a real go, shall we? And dude's just like, your funeral, kid. I'm not holding back any longer. And bro blitzes Deku just and then Deku just gets behind bro just and hits him. I mean, like, he puts everything he has into just kidney punch. Aims at his chin. Bro weaves it. And then Deku just says, you know what? I got a game plan and I'm gonna stick to it. So Deku just starts hitting bro, right? He just starts hitting bro in the stomach. Just doesn't matter if he gets cut, stabs, or anything. He just and bro said, keep doing that, kid. You'll mess up your fist at that rate. Because bro's using the blades or whatever to protect his stomach. Deku just keeps going. Blood's going out everywhere. Blood, more blood, blood everywhere, bro. And so Deku's just, some people are like appalled. Look at the savagery, like, God, dog. And then it's some just like, damn, I almost feel bad for the kid, but he did choose this. And the other dude's like, yeah, you're right. So Deku just keeps going. He keeps throwing some kicks in there too, hitting the dude on the leg. Just So basically, Deku's just focusing, punching the center of the stomach, and also hitting the legs too at the exact same spot each time with max power. And he just keeps doing that. And bro's just slicing and dicing him up like, you can't keep this up forever. Actually, no, I think he'll be a little cocky with it, really. I think he'll just be blocking, bro, just trying to, I think he might throw in like a punch or two, but he's just like looking at this kid. More blood. He said, I don't even gotta attack you. As he's just sitting there taunting. He's like, kick, 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 punch. Boom, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. And dude's just like looking at Deku and not seeing like that fear, that defeat in his eyes, and says, all right, Brad, that's enough. And then just grab, just and just sends bro flying through the stadium. He just he goes all the way, barely was able to get his balance again, pushed. I mean, like, he got pushed. Have you ever jumped into a pool like at 4 feet, but you're taller than that, and like you jump from too high and you get that momentum, and then like you still hit the bottom of the pool really hard, but it doesn't hurt as bad? It's kind of like that. And he just gets pushed like really, really out, almost damn near the arena, bro. And then Deku's feeling like cuts and stuff on his back because of like the sting, and he's just like, I wish I was like some type of chi master. I might be able to heal these cuts. But Deku did say he could bring some weapons, so you just see him get a lighter. Everyone's looking like, look at him, he did bring a weapon. And Deku says, not for what you think. And bro just starts cauterizing, bro. Cauterizing all where the cuts are at, bro. Cauterizing, because the bandages he had on him is gone. So he starts cauterizing it or whatever, bro. He pulls off his leg pants, bro, wraps it around his hands, uses the other leg, wraps it around the, like the main injured spots or whatever, and do it real tight. He even had alcohol. We'll say he even had a little bit of alcohol or whatever and did that shit after he cauterized it. He put some alcohol and then did it. So he's just like, whew. All right, here we go. You see the glow tint glow even more or whatever. This isn't part of his power. This is just a representation of like bro getting into that flow state, right? So bro's just like, all right, here we go. And then he just and bro's just like, I'm killing you. And so he just starts not playing around, bro, and just starts beating on Deku, right? He constructs a metal fist darn near and just start dogging on Deku, right? Deku can't even really fight back against this onslaught. It's like too much. But it almost looks, everyone does notice it, it almost looks like Deku's not taking it seriously, if that makes any sense. Like, we know there's a big age difference, but like, it's almost like he's using this as some type of training. So Deku's just watching, just watching, bro, and he's getting pummeled. Like if you ever see Ippo, it's kind of like that, bro. Just and bro, and everyone's like, wait, couldn't he have dodged that? Because he dodged stuff like that in the beginning. It's almost like he wants to get hit at it's almost like he wants to get hit all over his body. That's kind of what it looks like. So Deku's just getting tossed around, and then Deku's just like, all right, okay, all right, whew. I didn't think I was going. I did not think I was gonna make it to the end of this round. I was like, what are you talking about? You're done for, bro. I'm not playing with you, bro. Like, he pulls out like a really like sharp weapon, bro, and just said, I'm ending you. He's like, no, you're not. I know every move you're about to do. I got you right where I want you. Did you know a water drop can destroy a mountain one drop at a time? He's like, oh, whatever, kid. As he like zoomed past, and Deku's just like, okay, I gave you a warning. Deku weaves him and then just immediately counters perfectly, bro. Weaves, elbow back, bro, elbow to the back of the head, punch, kick, like perfection at its fucking finest, alright? Just smooth execution. And then Deku just like does that and then immediately like power slides backwards, bro. He just what's good with you, man? We can end this now. He said, what? Blood? Yeah, he got a lucky hit off. And so the fight begins. He said, round 1 was yours, round 2 was yours, but it won't matter if I hit you with a knockout. They're not doing points. But he says, don't worry though, I won't kill you. I think it'll hurt you more if I let you live. Deku takes a stand since he's already low, and then bro charges at him. Why you? And then Deku just weave, weave, and bro's throwing actual hits, bro. Just and then Deku's just weaving every single hit. He's not even wasting energy, bro. He weaves it perfectly, like perfect textbook weaving, bro. He's counter, and bro's mad. He's like, nah, bro, nah. I'm 7 years older than you. I'm not letting a little kid like you pay me. And so he just starts like shooting out a whole bunch of needles, and Deku's actually weaving all of them, or at least most of them. He even grabs some and then start using them to help him weave. All he's doing is slightly changing the course, bro. So he's just weave. Needles are flying out everywhere. You see some people use like a barrier quirk. Some people use like wind. Some people just melt them. Some people ice, telekinesis, electricity. You're seeing all these different uses of quirks. And then bro's like, I will not fucking lose to a child. As he goes in for a swing. And then Deku just says, well, you're about to. He says, I'm ready now. I'm going to put all my energy into this. And that's where we'll end it off. Ready?
DK, have your way. DK, woo!
What If Deku was a battle junkie part 4? 4, I think. So basically, Deku's getting his ass beat, and then he started adapting, and he started kind of, reading bro's patterns and shit. So he started paying attention to it, right? But Deku didn't learn how to use chi per se. But he did learn how to do one thing. If you angle yourself and do some things, which this does have some chi in it, but it's more of a way of punching to do multiple things at once, right? One, he wanted to learn if there was a way to punch/kick, putting all your weight in it, right? Then he also wanted to know if there was a way to put maximum strength into a punch. What he ended up realizing was he don't have to do these punches separately. He could do them in tandem, but it's not gonna work as of right now because his strength isn't, nothing too crazy, right? So what Deku ended up starting to do, which it has a very heavy drawback, so he doesn't like to do it all the time because his body's not used to like going at it like at this high level, is he just does a punch that uses max strength and max power, but like it exceeds what he's supposed to be able to output. So whatever his weight is, with all his weight into it, with max power into one single spot. And so Deku says, all right, here we go. And bro like, Deku weaves. Bro knew he was gonna weave, and then stabs one of his arms. And then like basically puts like a whole bunch of needles or whatever in his arms. But like Deku flexes, so it's like it does damage, but nothing like permanent type beat, right? And then Deku does it, bro. He says, all for one. Nah. He says one shot, right? And he says, all right, well, there goes one of my bullets. So Deku just, and there's, I mean, he put his soul back and everything into it, just pow, pow. And you just hear a large shockwave, kind of like S thing, not like All Might level, but like scaling towards like what we're doing for, right? And so you just hear pow. And I shit you not, everybody got silent. They said, "Ooh." And bro said, "You stupid kid." Whole bunch of blades just all up in his arm. He's and his arm falls back, and he's just like, ugh, God. Yeah, how many times you gonna try to punch me in the same spot, kid? And then he just kind of like smacks Deku a little bit and pushes him back. How many times you gonna learn you can't beat me? You're giving me more trouble than I would like to admit, but don't worry. When I kill you, everyone will forget you. Simple as that. And Deku just starts laughing. I'm gonna love what happens next. And Deku starts charging at him. He does like a mean little spin, right? And just his legs, it almost looks like his legs lighting up, but he does a mean kick and he says, one shot, kick, pow. You hear that same shockwave again. Blood splatters down, and then everyone knows what happened. Deku's got a whole bunch of blades. And then Deku's just like, and everyone's just like, this kid here is stupid. And Deku's just like, he says, come on, kid. You're not going to be able to keep this up forever. And Deku's just like, Now remember, his one arm did get stabbed, but like, it's just like there, right? So Deku does the one shot again. The exact same scenario happens. And everyone that's watching are just like waiting for this match to get over with. Like, why is bro dragging it on? And then bro does have a small monologue to himself. Like, trust me, every time I tried to hit him with a killing blow, he always typically gets out of the way. So like all these other light blows got in the way, but anytime he was trying to like end the fight, Deku typically dodged it, alright? So he's just like, trust me, I've been trying to kill this brat since this match started. And then Deku just does the same thing, blood everywhere. He's like, alright, time to get jiggy with it. So Deku just like starts enduring the pain, right? Using his other arm, bro, while the blade's still in, bro. He just starts taking out all these blades that were able to like puncture his skin. All the ones out of his legs and everything. Same thing on the other side. And then he just like, all right, let's get this going. And just starts throwing them, bro. But he's doing it with like the other arm, not the one with the blade, big blade in it. He start throwing around. Bro's just weaving, bro. Like, but bro's using a lot of footwork to do it too, bro. He, come on, man. Do you really think you can hit me with my own blades? He said, no, I don't. He said, and he's thinking to himself, if this was a normal blade, and it would have a brief flashback of him mimicking Zoro. I did try to do that, but that didn't work. Eesh. So that must be anime exclusive type abilities. So Deku's just like, all right, here we go. And then Deku just blitzes, bro. The good thing they got somebody with a healing quirk, or I'll be really in trouble. And bro just starts Zabuzaing, bro. He tries to slice and dice. Bro's just bobbing and weaving all around. And Deku says, I gotta save my energy. My punches are no good. So Deku basically jumps up, spins up, and then throws the blade down, right? Blood splattering out everywhere. And then bro just does that, right? And bro just blocks it, bro. He's just like, come on now. He makes a better blade of better quality and just cuts his own blade in half. He's just like, please. And then just pops out, right? Even with a splits of blood or whatever. Like, come on, kid, you can't beat me. And Deku just throws a punch, and bro just tanks it. He's like, come on, that doesn't even hurt. And starts doing that, just throwing punches, and everyone's like, this is pathetic. And Deku's still kicking, punch and kick, stomach, leg. And bro says, you know what, time to end this. And Deku says, time to dance. And bro's like, nah. And then bro slips. He starts slipping. And it's really hard to notice because of the blood, the way the blood is. It's in like thin tiny trails, right? But Deku knows all of his movements. So he knows exactly where bro is gonna go and win. So this is what ended up happening. Deku stops using his power and starts using bro's power. So the punches he's throwing does have more weight and heft to it. So bro goes down, Deku goes up, and like wait for the slips on the blood. So basically during this whole time, Deku says, new technique, bloody dance. And so he just and each time bro goes for a hit or a punch, Deku counter, Deku's counter, Deku's counter, Deku counter. And bro keeps trying to up the speed, but it swears he feels like he's going slower and slower and slower and slower. And then bro actually steps over the blood and says, I got you now. And then bro just like body just like tenses up and freezes on him on some Goku Tournament of Power Ultra Instinct, and he's just and then he like completely misses and says, Deku looks at him and like puts his hand in his face, and bro just backs up like, oh shit. And then his legs, and then bro realizes, wait, that's what he was. And then Deku says, one shot. And I mean, he puts his soul into it, and you just see like the imagery of a sniper just boom, and you see the impact multiple times. So it's boom, 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 and bro gets pushed back into a wall, bro. I mean, into that cage part where Deku got hit in, but the difference is he goes out all the way and just gets flunked out, bro. And there's boom into the audience, bro. And Deku just sits there. And he's just like, I win, bro. And the crowd, everyone's all quiet, the air was intense, and then everyone just starts screaming, battle junkie, battle junkie, battle junkie, battle junkie. Everyone's hype, everyone's lit, everyone's like, oh my fucking god, the kid did it. What will happen the next match? Y'all seen it here? The quirkless individual known as the battle junkie has returned. Not really returned, but it's like, you know, here and here to stay. We won't know until we see the next fight. But in the meantime, y'all grab chips, restroom break, and all of that stuff. I've hoped y'all enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe to Boss DK. Catch y'all. Ready?
DK, have your way. DK, woo!
What if Deku was a battle junkie? Probably part 5. I don't know. But that's like editing me to worry about. Anyways, so we left off with your boy Deku winning the fight, right? And bro, you know, struggled. He was able to get healed up by the lady, you know, underground doing her thingamabobs. Bro got healed up. He started doing some basic stretching and saying, you know, how long was I out for? She said 30 minutes. Actually, while you're out and about, you may be able to catch your opponent about to fight, because he's about to fight, because it's like a tournament-esque like kind of thing, but it's like a gauntlet thing. So Deku goes out to see who he's fighting, and he sees the person that he's fighting. It's kind of like a fast quirk user, because like his body allows him to accelerate real fast. So he sees the dudes fight, and like there's like the undefeated, insert random speedster's name here, and you got the other person that's coming in, but you also got the it doesn't matter because that's a no-name person, but we'll just say they go with their hands, right? And fight. And like before even the fight gets started, commence, right? You just bro just meek, and bro just get glumped, bro. He's and he plops down to the ground, right? And Deku's like, Couldn't be me. No. The nurse or lady will look at Deku and be like, do you think you got a chance to beat him? And she's kind of like not being mean. She's just asking. And she looks, and you know how they do that little outprint thing? Yeah, that's what happens. And she's like, wait, where did he go? And then she like sees him in the audience. She's like, all right, that's my turn then. Takes a fighting stance, and he's like, And he's thinking to himself, my body, it feels stronger, better, meaner, right? So that happens, and bro says, to look at you, looks like you've never got hit before. Let's change that. Unlike the other dude, bro's not caught. No, better yet, I'm gonna make it a motherfucking female. And like, she gonna be light skinned, and she not gonna be thick, but she not gonna be like lolly, skinny, petite, right? She gonna be in like that normal midish ground, right? Where you could be like, hey, she do got a little thickness to her, but it's not like thick, but it's just thick, you know? But she also got that nice petite kind of like look. Like, she looked like, if y'all niggas ever watched Shameless, you know Fiona. She looked like, not like Fiona, but like body wise, but like with a little bit more of a feminine charm to her, if that makes sense. All right. And so yeah, so Deku was just like, all right, let's get it. And she's like, what, you're not gonna talk about how you're gonna take it easy on me because I'm a lady? And she's like moving around a little fast and stuff. He said, what? Why would I do that? Bro was like dead serious, like, why would I do that? You're strong, you know how to fight. What more is there to it? She's like, but she's like moving. Oh, well then, let's see if you can hold out. And Deku, before they fully on fight, Deku's like, what? You're not gonna talk about how I'm gonna be a quirkless, how quirkless this and that? She says, no, why would I do that? They both nod at each other and say, let's see what you're working with. They say it at the same time, slash panel, let's see what you're working with. And then they just go at each other, right? She meek, and it's not like crazy hits, but Deku's just, he's getting peppered with these blows. Deku's just like, okay. See, her blows aren't really that crazy. Or anything, but she do got speed though. Deku like lunges at her, but like flips like round her, and then like just immediately swings, right? And she just weaves, back steps, the little shadow imagery, and then just backhand him. Just he get pushed back a little bit, but nothing crazy. She's like, all right, so the last dude I fought, he was stronger than this. And Deku's like, damn, that's stunned. No, he's not faster. He was stronger than this, but her speed makes up for it. And so they just start clashing, going at it. Just meet, good hand. Deku's not really keeping up, but he's not like on the back end receiving anything or whatever. And then she says, all right, seems like you handle my punches, but what about my kicks? She started doing some footwork. She don't got shoes on, so it's just her feet. So she started doing that mean footwork. She skirt, and then Deku said, "Oh, I see now. That's the catch." And just start getting hit with these barrages of kicks, and he's just like, "This hurts. I don't like this." So Deku just starts like trying to maneuver, bro. She's like, no, where are you going? And like, bro, I shit you not, it's like the most terrifying image of like Deku running away, right? As he's like, he's like still got line of sight, but he already knows if she catches up to him, she's got more speed, so she might catch up anyways. So Deku's like trying to full send it, right? And so what ended up happening is like she jumps up and you see her like with her like feet angled at Deku, and you just see her eyes glowing all red, just like, what's wrong? Come on, play with me. And shit you not, that shit just says, Deku says, oh, I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. And she just, Deku says, he plants himself deep into the ground, bro. Even though it's like an arena, but he just, oh, God. And before he could even put his guard up, you could just see toes, and they just, He's just getting like fucking main, bro. He's like, I do not appreciate none of this. So bro's just on the back burner, bro. No chance of winning, bro. That's how he's feeling, bro. Bro, just getting hit with these lightning kicks on some Vegito type beat, bro. Just anytime he think he got his guard up, she'll just redirect the speed. Hit him. Doom. Repeat the process, bro. He keeps repeating it. And Deku's just like, why is it always the female that are kicking my ass? I hate it here. And then he gets flung back, bro. He's like, okay. He's like, huh. He's like, yeah, this is not working. This. Okay, I could try that. He's like, I could try my one shot, but I gotta be able to hit it. Speed like it. I got durability. Now what the hell do I do to beat this? I could forfeit. And then, as Deku's saying that, she just pulls up on him and and there's literally a hole through like the little cage or whatever. And like somebody reinforced it so it's a lot stronger, and you just see her like with her head, like her legs up and her toes out like this, and she's like, she looks at him with like not an evil look, but like a, if you quit, I will kill you. And Deku said, okay. I might have fucked up. He doesn't say that out loud, but he thinking, he like, I might have. Hey. Deku start kind of pleading with her. He said, hey, I'm not him. What is it? Himku. I'm not that dude or some shit like that, bro. But like, I'm like, hey, I'm not him right now. So if you could just calm it down. Listen, you fast. I'm not that fast. As Deku's talking, he does notice that some of the blood that was on the floor prior is still there. And he's like, cool. And he also knows like part of his tooth is on the floor, and like off in the distance, like tiny fragments of that dude's like metal quirk, like some of the metal is still on the floor as he's talking. He's like, listen, I don't want to fight you. I realize I lost. So if you would be so kind as in, I don't know, let me leave so I'm not wasting your time and you can fight the final person. I would love to do that for you. And she looks at him dead serious, but like that at a good distance. And she's like, are you stupid? You're the first person not to insult my intelligence. You're the first person to say, not insult me about being a woman. And you're the first person that's taking my hits without getting arrogant or thinking I'm some type of low-life bitch. Or like she starts going in on it and it gets the order and it gets more intense. And Deku's like, he rips the remaining bits of his shirt because his shirt was kind of tattered. So like, I say they gave him a new shirt, but let's say that the shirt he got is like tattered, so he just rips it off. He says, I'm gonna have to bust that new technique out. Anime cliffhanger. Goodbye. Ready?
DK, how did you win? DK, woo!
Part something to what if Deku was a battle junkie. Deku's like, alright, I'm gonna have to bust this technique out, right? And bro's like, alright, here I go. And he starts thinking and scheming, right? He's like, alright. He's like, you won't let me quit? He just starts popping his back and everything. Just, ooh, okay. Gotta get there. He's like, can't always rely on a life or death situation to get me there. I just need to be able to get there. I need to just do it. And everyone looks at him and just like, he starts jumping around thinking, remember. And then he takes like a different stance than he's been taking this whole time, and he's like, I'm ready then. Just remember, his eyes start to glow. You asked for this. I'm trying to think. I'll use snake because using a cheetah is like one very classic. It's like predictable, but bro didn't see a cheetah because he wasn't in the areas for cheetahs. So bro uses animal mimicry, which doesn't have a quirk, so yeah, I gotta make something up for him. But it's a realistic thing. All it is basically we had to use realistic standards. Plus, we're also adding the My Hero because Stain didn't have a quirk that helped him with his physicality. I would basically just say it's like you see something enough times, you mimic it. So yeah, Deku does I call it snake step, where he moves like a snake. So just he moves in, and then she's like, the girl's like, whoa, when he get that fast? And she's already about to throw three different punches, and Deku's just like, no. And like he jumps up, and then he's just like does like he does like a bear claw, and he just and it actually has a little bit of shock force. And she said, what the? And then he gets down lower, and then takes a stance, cups his hands together, and does like a full-on X pivot and hit her like right, like with his elbow too, like right in her solar plexum, right? And then Deku just says, all right, here we go. And he says, one shot. Jumps up, one shot, and then just like kicks her with both legs, one shot. He gets cut back, she gets pushed up in the air, and bro goes up, flies up, bro. I can't think of any Japanese native like animals, because once again, as I told you in the past, this is more freestyle. But even if I didn't tell you, you get the point. So I'll just say he does some mimicry of a bird, but he like pushes up and like thinks of an animal that could jump really high and just mimics that, bro. So he just jumps, and he jumps up spinning, and she's like, just because I'm not on the ground doesn't mean I'll let you win. Also, my speed is still working. And Deku's like, I know. And then he like mimics the eyes of an owl, and he's just blood starts to leak out a little bit, just like a little bit, and he just got you. And he grabs her by like the face, just, and like, I mean, like literally, bro, he like he jumps up, grabs her, gets in the air, and like you can see his like muscles swelling up, and like you see them straining, and bits of blood is coming out, and he's just like, and Deku's thinking to himself, I put it all on this, thinking about her defense. She shouldn't have much defense, because most of the time speedsters don't get hit. So one shot, bear claw, and he just throws her, right? And then you also see like the mini little like wind gusts of it, because she also got hit with the claws, and then just poof, and you just like, it's like a nice little light little breeze that gets hit with it. He's just Deku just goes down. He pins her down, bro. He's just like, we gotta make this count. And he just he started throwing these bitty boys, bro. He put in everything he got into it, bro. She's like, that all you got? And like she like, bro, literally this is where it gets cold, right? Because bro didn't know she knew, you know, the rolling stuff, the jujutsu stuff, right? And so she get the legs and then bring bro down. She's like, my turn. And Deku said, oh hell no. So literally everyone's watching this. It went from like this intense fighting match of abilities of some sort, and actually you see some of the people in the audience like, damn, this boy's quirkless and he's doing all of this, like, wow, oh my goodness, blah blah blah, right? And so what ends up happening is you see these dudes on the ground, bro, just like they're hitting each other, but they're also like rolling at the same time, and it's like it's done in such a way to where it's still relatively interesting even to a novice, right? And so they're just rolling and she like starts getting the lead and she's like, don't worry, I'll take good care of you. As her eyes glow red and she's on top of him, don't worry, I'll take real good care of you once you're unconscious. And Deku says, hey, and Deku just pushes up, right? Pushes up and like pushes like towards the wall and then like starts spitting, bro. He meek. She's like she like stands and like embrace and then she just proceeds to start choking, bro. And then Deku's like and he just and then literally not even a few seconds later he like mimics into like a shape of like an animal. Not just like that's how you would see it, you know, when someone's doing an attack and it's like dragon, see the dragon after him. It's just like that. So Deku just eventually starts to like kabobulate her, and then like he eventually is able to mount on top and then just come on, but like she's like her arms or something is free and she just start and Deku's like and she's just kick I mean elbow and Deku's like, come on. Blood starts coming up. Deku's like, come on, for the love of bacon, just give. And she's like, she started hitting bro in the face. He just, please just. Deku's grip starts to buckle, and then she's like, that's my cue. And then Deku just somehow he blinks, bro. He just and he just moves, and she's like, that's my cue. And she tries to get out of the grip, but the grip like disappears, and then all she hears is one shot. I'm gonna say kangaroo. I'm just gonna use the animals I know. He's like, one shot, kangaroo. One shot, kangaroo. And you just don't see Deku. You just see her, and then you just see the impact and the gust of air, right? Then you hear it again. Then you hear it again, and then you just hear lions roar. And this is more of an intimidation thing too, right? And she's just like she's like more stunned from the attacks, and it's all accumulating. And Deku's just he just starts punching, bro, but the punches are weak. But she's weak enough for it to do damage. And he's just like she like breaks out of it and then like punches Deku a couple times to get him back, right? And Deku's just like bro, like bro is spent. Like he hurts everywhere. He's tired. He just wants some chocolate milk. Maybe I shouldn't have left my mom like this. Like he's upset about it all right now, right? So he does that, and bro, he like, okay, what do I got in my arsenal? And he's like, I really don't got shit. He's like, I kind of used all my little special moves. They hurt. His arms hurt. His legs kind of sore. Like, bro's not having a good episode. She gets up and she's, well, you're gonna have to try better than that. And she just goes at him, bro. He's able to like kind of block, parry a lot, but some of the kicks almost get through. And the Deku's like, come on. Oh, that's it. Alligator roll. And he like grabs, he and just, spin, bro, just jumped off ground. Boom. And it's just like massive impact, bro. He's just sitting on top of her, just and like during the bits of schedule, he was also able to get like that piece that I was talking about. Just submit to me or die. And she just look at him, with like a very lustful, weird look, and she's just like, okay. And bro's like, you heard that, Ret? She submitted. And the Ret's like, she submitted, all right. And bro's like, what so I won, right? Yeah, you won. And Deku gets up. I did that shit. It's big junkie out here. In his head, he's like, maybe that wasn't the best thing to say. It's big me out here. I did this, bro. Homegirl's on the ground. And he said, I'm better than all you bitches up in here. I'll take every last one of y'all. Beat y'all with straight hands, straight combos, nigga. No quirk needed, bro. I'm him at these. And it just goes straight like this, bro. He talking just black, bro. He just fade to black, bro. He falls back. And then, like, before he falls back, homegirl picks him up, bro. He's like, he did do good. I'm not gonna lie. He had me in there. And, like, so she basically takes him to the, not recovery girl, but the recovery nurse. And that's where we would end that part off. Ready?
DK, how did you win? DK, woo!
Deku punches bro. Bro just blocks it. Easy. Deku immediately pivots and kicks. Boom! And the kick's got a good amount of heft to it. It just, bro said, the mentor said, very well then. And then they start clashing, bro. Good hands. Deku's parrying, blocking, punching. The dude's doing the same, but it looks a little more like refined and a little more elegant. And Deku starts bobbing and weaving, and he's like, it looks like you're going for the Dempsey roll. You think that would work on me? It's not like we're in a ring. And Deku says, I know. He pushes off his hind leg and then just and just starts going with this assault of fury. He said, and bro starts blocking. He said, and then he kicks up off his leg. So bro's blocking like this, kicks up with his left leg and just hits dude with a good knee and then just kicks him back and says, I'm not done yet. And he, instead of pushing off his hind leg again, he pushes off the left leg and just spirals, spins, and then, I mean, backhand, bro, like with the meanest, just bro gets knocked down. Deku says, I'm not done yet. And then he goes in for another blow. And then, like, he just, like, backs up. Because the second he does, bro pivots. And then, like, his kick gets slightly extended. And bro just, he says, don't run from it. And then just, like, he zoots more force. And bro just, his whole guard gets broken. He said, no. Bro just pulls up like the mentor pulls up with like a, you know, the anime eyes and just says, try to defend against this demon piercing. And bro just, as it's like connecting, and he just, and just like he kicks, he knees it, and it just aims up, and then Deku leans into it, and then he's like, all right, you survived that, but what about my next attack? And Deku says, ugh. And then, like, bro just sees, like, a claw. He's like, try again. Dragon's Descent. And Deku's like, I gotta dodge this. Wait, but did you forget about my other hand? And Deku's like, like a light, not like super massive explosion, but a light, low explosion happens. It's a, and Deku just, you can just see, like, little skid marks and burnt marks and stuff on him. He's like, okay, that was scary. That was terrifying. I do not like this situation. And bro's just, what's wrong? As he's like moving his hands pretty fast. Do you not like how I move? It's like, so you're quirkless, huh? No, not necessarily. My quirk is so weak that it's almost like I don't got a quirk. What is your quirk then? As Deku asks, as he sees the mentor stretching. He's like, oh, it's simple. It allows me to alter my movements ever so slightly. And so I don't see how that would be useful. Well, simple. No. It'll be something even better. It's something that allows him to, you know when you do like a punch, hold up. So basically, bro's quirk, like, you know when you do movement, it allows his to to change the movement. So it's not even telegraphed. Like the punch itself is not even telegraphed. So it's basically like instead of doing this, you just see this. So it's like he changes. I don't know what the actual way to word that properly is. Like you could do that on your own, but the quirk allows his body to have some type of weird makeup to allow him to do other moves so effortlessly or whatever, right? And so bro says, to be fair, it took me a long time to actually be able to use my quirks. Deku sees this and then he gets hit. He but since you asked about it, just starts getting dismantled. Deku just getting flonged around. He he's like, what's wrong? Can't handle it. And bro just Deku's getting his shit ameliorated. And bro said, oh nah, you moving too diabolical. Bro lowers his stance, bro, and just presses up on the ground. He says, kangaroo leap, bro. And as he does that, he also grabs bro and just he's up in the air. It's just like, whew, that dude is something else. And bro just starts pressing on Deku. He stops himself. He me, Kobe, and just me, and just starts giving Deku this relentless assault of an ass whooping, bro, like something he's never felt before. And he's like, oh hell no, this nigga moving different, bro. Bro like moves in, Deku got his leg, and then he pivots slightly, and it just kangaroo kick, and it just boom. Good little gust, bro. Just and his leg is like it's a little stung, little sore kind of like, but Deku's just like, that got that bastard away from me, didn't it? And then bro is just like walking up, bro, like with like, you know, a little like smoke coming from that mark, and he's like, very well, I see you've improved dramatically, but can you really keep up with me? And Deku says, yeah, no, not doing this one. Deku like does something to it, and like you can see his like whole arm. It doesn't glow or anything. It's just like his armor on it. It's not super high tech, but it does have some capability. He said, nah, I was gonna say this for like a life or death, but you got me played. Bro says, he pulls him on Deku just right in his face. Give me your best shot. And bro just said, he just starts weaving, bro. He uses snake step, bro, but like it's an advanced version of it. He's using a lot of stamina doing this. He's like, gotta get out, and he just pow sends bro flying, but not super far, a good 30 feet, 50 feet, right? And Deku just winds his arm up and says, he starts moving that bitty boy around. He's like, yeah, this all I got right here. This is my max power. He just and then like everything slows down. He sees bro running at him. You can't stop me. And bro's just and then this would be story time because the video's about to end anyways. Bro would basically wind his arm back and then have a flashback to when he was dealing with, you know, different, you know, his training, the stuff he looked up. Apparently people with quirks have quirk awakenings. But what happens to people without quirks? There's only been a few studies. Some people think it's, you know, myths and stuff, but no one's ever really tested it. It's quirk awakening without a quirk. So that would just be an awakening, right? Someone that's pushed their body to the absolute max, someone that is able to exceed their physical body capable limits. Normally this is in replacement of the quirk. And then when you're pushed far enough, your quirk itself awakens, right? But what if you don't got a quirk? That means everything that would be awakened is all within your body. So your body becomes heightened, your physical capabilities high, your level, your status, it all goes up. So Deku thinks about that and says, yeah, after that fight, I was able to do one mimicry that I've never thought possible. And to this day, I still hate this guy, but Detroit. No, he says pseudo. Detroit. And you're just seeing, like, you're hearing a lot of noises of bone, just blood squirting, just smash. And then he just, his arm is like violently shaking, but it's all concentrated. And he just, bro sees the punch, but like he's still at a good little distance, so it's just and then Deku just gets sent flying back and just, and I mean like a really decent size of gust of wind is happening. So Deku is just kind of got flung back, and he's just in the air, just like, and then you just see the kids are like, oh my god, like they're like covering themselves, and little mama's like blocking all like the rocks and stuff that come at them, and just and Deku's just like as he's like kind of just like hanging in the air. And then the sensei just, it's like he barely dodged that, like half of his clothes are like legitly teared off, and he's just looking at that boy and says, my dearly oh god. So that's what his awakening looks like, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. And that's what he's thinking as Deku like gets back down, and he says, damn it, his arm is not in, like, he can do it 2 more times, right, to give a point of reference, but it hurt. It's not really much drawback. It's just like, basically, imagine a human utilizing his full strength 24/7. It's kind of like that. So Deku's just kind of like holding his arm like, God, oh, it hurts. He's like, oh, damn, I'm still not used to that. And he's like, and then the dude looking at himself and looking at Deku says, I'm pretty sure you might be able to do that a few more times, if not. And I don't even know what you do with your legs or any other attributes you may have, but you threw that move out fast as hell, because from Deku's POV, shit slowed down. But for the other guy, he was running and then a gust of wind. It happened fairly fast, okay? And he's like, you know what? You got it. I'll say I lost this one. And Deku's just like, damn. Ugh. And then the kids run up to him. Oh my god, you beat Mister. You beat Mister. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm gonna be just like you when I grow up. And then the little girl's like, if I marry someone, I'm gonna make sure I marry someone as strong and as nice as you. Just like Thea did. And then Deku's like, what now, huh? He's like, I'm gonna, no. What was that? What was that last part? He was just like, see, about that. And then Deku's like, waiting for her to continue. She's like, no, don't be all slow now. Keep that same energy you had earlier with the speeds and moving fast and shit. There's some type of engagement or something going on. Not necessarily. I just may or may have not let it slip that I do have a guy over. I had a guy over. My mom, let's say she didn't have the best reaction. Oh, so she's mad at you. Oh, don't worry. I could tell her, not necessarily mad. They, for the longest time, kind of thought I was homosexual. And Dad was like, huh? Well, anytime I did have friends over when I was younger, they were only females. And yeah, so about that. Yeah, get to the point. My mom and by proxy, my father think we may be getting married. Deck was like, huh? How? Did you not explain? I tried, but that didn't work. So, you're gonna need to go. Because they should be, and a helicopter pulls up. And Deck was like, that helicopter's them, isn't it? And she's looking like, maybe? Oh, okay. I'll just Deku takes a running step. I'll just run away. And bro starts to book it, and I shit you not, he got some good distance. And then like the kids are like, damn, look at him go. And then Deku's just like, yeah, I'm out of here. Bro blinks and he's like right back where he started. He's like, Takes a stance again, does it again. This happens like 3 or 4 more times. And Deku's like, he sits down. Quirk. It's my mom's. It's like, oh, okay. speed? No. She can freeze time. She can do what? Deku like sweating. She can do what? She can freeze time, but it's not that long. Not long enough to be useful in the sense of like heroes, but very useful in day-to-day life with kids. And it's like, how useful would that really be if she wasn't here for the last 3 years? Well, don't tell me she was here for the last. Yes, and as she like falls down or whatever, freezes time, and like, I don't know, the kinetic energy doesn't hurt her or something. I don't know. And she just like unfreezes time, and then she's just like right there. Hello, Izuku? Is that your name? And she's got like purple hair, and she looks kind of like Todoroki's mom, but like a little bit badder. She's like, it's very nice to meet you. I've heard a lot of great things about you from Earl, our instructor, or bodyguard, whatever you want to call it. It's actually nice to meet you in person. He's like, oh, okay. He shakes her hand. Oh, this is going a lot well than what I thought it would be. But there's a problem. And Deku starts thinking, where's Papa old dearest? And bro just pulls through. And bro just is you the boy, you trying to devour my daughter. And like, you know, the wife is like, dear, don't be like that. And Thea's like, Dad, stop. And bro said, hey, who got that deep at? And you just see like this near, not as short as a dwarf, but short dude. And Deku just like looks at bro, and bro's like right here, and he's just like, is there a problem? What's funny? Bro knows if he laughs, he gonna have to fight. He don't want to fight, but like, he just like, it's just that you're so short. And his veins start poking. Short, you say? Maybe I should teach you some respect. And Deku moved from laughing, enjoying, relaxes, bro, and he just like, try to teach who? Cause like, bro never backed down from a fight, not even on some cocky shit. He's just like, bro, I got hands, bro. What's good with you? He's like, yeah. Now he started moving. Deku said, oh, that's speed for real. He said, yeah, hold up, hey. Bullshit, bro just boom, sprints out of there, bro. Bro starts booking it, right? And then his dad just pulls up on bro, just looking at him, like with some mad speed. They don't have like the perception aspect, but their brain is able to perceive at speeds, but like it's not like the shit's frozen. They're just able to move a lot faster. So bro pulls up, he's like, nah, where you going? Deku says, nah, you gonna have to catch me with that one. And he just impact. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. And then they just start blitzing, bro. Deku said, oh, nah, you're gonna have to hold one of these, bro. He cocks his leg back up, bro, as he's like moving at same speed, jumps up. They're like in a grassy hill. Bro cocks that leg back, bro, and just you know, he just and it's like a mean gust of wind. I don't got a name for it, so we'll call it like super compressed kick or something. And bro says, wait, what? He and then Deku, while his guard is down, he said, nah, B. And just slits up and says, nah, you're gonna have to hold this kick, big dog. And just lets that B fly, bro. Yeah, this gonna hit for sure. Bro said, weave. Weave. And Deku says, oh. He stopped the, like, you know, the main jolt of the kick, but used the momentum to block. And just, bro, and just starts releasing like this insult of a mass amount of punches, bro. It's like that 5'3" type individual where, like, you know, he got hands, but like he's short, so it's kind of funny. So bro just started unleashing combos or whatever, bro. And he said, this is where she gets her fighting stuff from. And bro said, hey. He trying to think where he gonna get his opening. He's like, can we talk about this? But the whole time you kept hearing, honey, that's enough. honey, that's enough. And then little mama, looking all sweet and innocent, open up her eyes and you just see black pupils. I said, that's enough. And she says, time elapsed. And that shit freezes. She just starts mean walking, bro. Gets Deku right over to where her daughter's at and just slaps, bro. And then backs up a little bit and unfreezes time. And he's just who dare slap me? She just sees her with her eyes open. I said that was enough. And bro is like, nah, but if he's gonna... I see. You must not understand what I meant when I was asking nicely. She like grabs bro by that noggin, bro, and just bloop. He's like, Deku's like, did she kill him? No. My mom's quirk is reasonably strong, but she never had the heart to being a hero. Which one is it? You keep changing up the story. She's actually scary. I know in mangas and stuff you see this all the time. I think she kills people or something. I don't know. That lady scares me. Oh, that makes sense on why you didn't tell me. And then they both realize that the mom got like Deku hugging the daughter or whatever. And she's like, Deku, what are you doing? And Deku's like, squeeze. He's like, oh, hey. And that's where we'll end this off, peeps.